This one time at band camp, I kicked a seagull. No, that's not it. This one time at Blacktown Cadet Training Center at CFB Borden, I was hired as a staff cadet so that I could supervise cadets. Now, mind you, this wasn't my first time at Blacktown. I've been there 5 summers past, but this is my first time in a leadership role where I was getting paid. A typical routine in the day is waking the kids up, getting ready for breakfast, doing an inspection of the tents, and then getting ready for classes. And these involve theory classes, ensemble, sectionals, so it's pretty work intensive. Anywho, every year we have this big parade, guns and music and performances, and it's called the Sunset Ceremony. It's a type of tattoo that honors a traditional World War I routine where a call is made at sunset to tell soldiers to cease work and rest for the evening. So now it's just a big flashy parade. So this parade happens every year and it's a big deal. High-ranking officers and officiates and lots of people around the base come to watch. And it is all about the dress, deportment, and the discipline of the cadets. They only want the best of the best. I was on this parade the previous year as an advanced band cadet, along with my brother and a few other of my friends who are staff cadets during this year. So we're working hard, we're practicing our songs. It's a mass band piece, mixture of brass, reed, percussion, and bagpipes. We're all working really hard for 4 weeks. And by the end of the 4 weeks, this is where burnout happens typically, and you can see the cadets are starting to get on edge. Well, it's my duty as a leader and a staff cadet to ensure that these cadets have their morale boosted. It's lunchtime, it's a week prior to sunset. It's the dead heat of August and these kids are goofing around. Me, being the good staff cadet that I am, decide to entertain them. So the kids are lined up outside of the mess hall and I notice that there is a seagull about 20 feet in front of me. I look around and say, hey, I could have fun with this. So in my combat uniform and heavy combat boots, they weigh about a good 7 pounds per boot, I dash full force at that seagull. Mind you, I'm a pacifist, so clearly what went through my head is that I didn't want to kick the seagull. I was gonna swing my foot at it and stop about a foot away and pretend like, oh, all's good, I didn't actually hurt it, I just wanted to get a rouse out of the kids. The kids get a laugh, I'm happy. So the kids eat lunch, we continue a day of ensemble, and then we have dinner, and it's the evening time. While I'm in the mess hall, I get a notification that I'm told to go to the office immediately. I'm in a shock, cause I'm like, well, what could they want from me? What could Lieutenant Naval Cherry want from me? I walk in the office, come to attention, and everyone there is just looking at me deadpan, no smiles, no hello Sergeant Morello S, nothing of that sort. I'm just stared at. And then Sergeant Major Lester looks at me and he's like, Morello, you could take a seat. Rather than being pulled into Second Lieutenant Naval Cherry's office, I'm pulled into Captain Robinson's office. I step inside and take a seat when Sergeant Major Lester pulls me up by the collar and Captain Robinson says, who the fuck told you to sit down? He sits me down then and proceeds to tell me that he heard that I kicked a seagull. I'm in shock. I don't know what to do. I just stand there blankly and try to explain that I didn't really kick the seagull. I was trying to fool around and entertain the kids. He doesn't believe me, so he makes me sign a code of conduct and then promptly kicks me off of Sunset Parade. For the next week, I watch my behavior. The following year, I return as an adult staff, where I'm given a red epaulet and a much higher pay grade. I walk into the office and say hello to both officers, Cherry and Robinson. They asked me, which Morel did we get this year? And without missing a beat, Sergeant Major Lester looks at me and says, the one that kicked the bird. All my friends laugh, and from that moment, they've nicknamed me Red Seagull. Oh my goodness, when I say I love bagpipes, I love bagpipes.